Yes, good afternoon, officers. Time for today's CSAT 10 minutes flash videos. Very, very important. Overall idea is daily one concept, two questions. Real-time PYQ questions are being solved. Already we finished about 8 different topics. Every topic we are taking a concept so that it becomes easy for the student to understand. Instead of cramping in the last just 1 month before the exam, you start doing daily 10 minutes from now. It will make your work much easy. So the program's name is the Flash Program UPSC CSAT program. It's only for 10 minutes, so watch it carefully, understand it. Quickly we'll start solving the problems. That is the reason why we named this as the Flash Program. Okay, 10 minutes ka hai, just concentrate, you get the idea. So today's topic is about directions. Very common topic, very interesting, but definite questions are coming in every year. So keeping that in mind, let's solve a beautiful question. You should know basically basic fundas of this. So if you take this one, directions for those students who have little idea about directions, very simple, nothing to worry. So, you know this is north. So if your eyes are facing that is north, south, east, and this is west. Apart from this, from the person's eye, if you observe, this is between north and east, therefore this is called northeast. This is between south and east, therefore this is southeast. This is between north and west, northwest. And between west and south, southwest. So these are all the directions. So if you know this, that is more than sufficient. So keeping that in mind, let's solve a good question. This is real-time UPSC question asked in 2021. UPSC 2021, they asked this question. So let's look at this overall track of this. So first, the question starts with one morning, a person starts walking, two friends walk together. This is UPSC 2021, So let's look at a real-time PYQ question. So two friends X and Y start running for 50 meters in the same direction. X then turns right and runs 60 meters while Y turns left and runs 40 meters. Afterwards, X turns left and runs 50 meters to stop while Y turns right and turns 50 meters to stop. How far are the friends from each other? So both of them look like a complement to each other. One is turning right, one is turning left. It's like that. So for that, let's first discuss with what is X movement. So what is X doing? Both of them are starting together. So X is going first 50 meters. Then X turns right towards his right and travels 60 meters. And then afterwards X turns left. So right now he's like this. Initially he was like this. The right side, he moved forward. And then from there, X turns left. So right now he's in this direction towards the left. So he'll move that side. X turns left and runs 50 meters to stop. So this is 50 meters to stop. Here is the stopping point for X. X is finally here. Okay. So X moved a distance of 50 plus 60 plus 50, which is 110, 160 meters he moved. But that is only distance. This is duration of X. Let's look at Y. How is Y moving? So Y starts running together first 50 meters, Y also in the same direction. X then Y turns left and runs 40 meters. So Y also started here only. He also first started 50 meters and then he took left. So left is this side. He came here. From there he moved 40 meters like this. So this is 40 meters. Okay. 40 meters. And afterward, and then runs while Y turns right. From there he moves right and to 50 meters. So he took 50 meters from here. So Y stopped here. How far are the two friends from each other now? So X is here, Y is here. So what is the distance between both of them? How much? Very simple. So if you observe this, both of them are actually starting from the same point. So it's like both of them are aligning with each other. So this one combined fact. Okay. Now if you observe, he moved 60 meters down and this guy moved 40 meters up. So this whole distance is 100 meters. So this should be 100 meters because there is no northwest, northeast or something like that. Therefore answer is 100 meters. Very simple question. Like this, definitely you will be asked questions in your UPSC without any doubt. 100% will be asked. More data will be given, left, right and all that. So it makes your work very, very simple. Another very, very interesting questions. These questions are based on shadows. There's a heavy tendency of directions questions coming based on shadows. So keeping that in mind, this is a real-time modeled UPSC question. So one morning a person starts walking in a certain direction for 5 kilometers. Then he turns left and walks another 5 kilometers. Again turns left and walks another 5 kilometers. At last, he takes a right and walks 5 kilometers. Now his shadow is in front of him. This is a major point. So shadow is in front of him is the whole game. So what you have to understand is, sun always rises in the east. So when it rises in the east, for example, if this is east, and if I am able to see my shadow, sun rises in the east, and I am able to see my shadow like this. So that means my shadow is in front of me. This will happen only when the sun is behind me. So the sun is rising from the east, my shadow will fall towards the west. That is the first logic you have to catch. If the shadow is falling in front of me, not behind me but in front of me, that clearly shows that it is morning and the sun is rising in the east and my shadow is falling in front of me. That clearly shows in front of him means it must be the west side. That is the first logic you have to catch. So keeping that in mind, let's look at this. So if you observe, he started walking in certain direction for 5 kilometers. So you know what is the direction and angle will see it. So if you observe, we don't know what is the first angle, but first he moved 90 degrees left. Then from here he moved another 90 degrees towards left. So this is 90 plus x. Then towards left and walks another 5 kilometers, turns left again. So second time again he moves left, so x plus 180, and then turns right. Therefore finally total 270 degrees he has moved. So he has moved 270 degrees and is clearly mentioning that it is right in front of him. So this front of him means ikkada padindi ante sun is behind me and I move 270 degrees. So try to understand this. So this clearly shows that person is here and the shadow part is here. If this has to be here, then the sun must be here. So if this happens, this clearly shows that when the shadow is forming here, it clearly shows that this is west. Okay, he took a left and total 270 degrees turn. So this will become the north side, this behind becomes the south side, and this becomes the east side. Therefore, what clearly shows is, he is asking you what direction did he start? A movement was started. Ante clearly it shows that he must have started north, then took a left, and then again took a left, and then took a right. Because right now his left is moving this side, right side. So this should be the direction. He is standing here, sun is coming, shadow is here. If this is happening, this clearly shows that if this is the west, he started his direction with respect to the north. So very, very important. So these kind of questions are very, very, very important. So have a glance at this video. It will make your work very fast. So in 10 minutes, we have basically discussed the two major types of questions that are given in directions. As simple as this. It's a flash program. Fast ga nerchukondi, fast ga answer techukondi. So Shamanth Pydikondala signing off for today. Bye bye.